Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. So here's the deal. I did a video a couple days ago about round one of the Valkyrie 6-star basic arena, which given came at a time where we had our first shot in the arena at 6-star absorbing man. Now, of course, we have the second round of the ball and chain and war song arenas. And when I talked about the video, I talked about how it felt like just nobody wanted Valkyrie because her 6-star basic score was ridiculously low. To put this into context, because Valkyrie is still one of the most sought after champions in the last year, easily. Her basic 6-star went for about 24 million points. This was about the same score that OG Thor went for. This was 8 million less than Loki went for. And if you were to ask somebody what would they rather have, Valkyrie or Loki, I think it's a joke comparison. Went lower than Korg, went lower than Wong. The only champion that was released really in the past several months in 6-star basic that didn't go for a higher score was Beast. But, you know, that makes pretty good sense. There's also a chance Mordo went for less. We don't have the data in the arena file that the community uses in Google Excel, or I guess you could just say, a Google Doc spreadsheet. So this has led some people to speak the following, and I saw this on Facebook when the pictures went off today in the community post too. Prof, people are starting to pull back because they know 7 stars are right around the corner. Now, how true is that? I would argue two things are going to happen when 7 stars come into the game. And this is coming from somebody who has almost 40,000 7-star shards banked up since we were allowed to get them in, October? 39,600 7-star shards to be exact. I would argue that two things are going to happen as a repeat that happened when 6 stars first came in the game. The first most obvious one is that the pool is mostly going to be made up of middle tier to low tier champions. Champions like Beast, as I just talked about. Champions like OG Captain America. Champions like Rhino. I'm not saying these champions don't have value, because they do. But compared to the champions at the top of their class, not even close. I'm also going to predict, again, I don't think this is a controversial pick at all, or a prediction. Let's say I can take Dr. Doom to rank 5. I can't. Let's say I can. And right now there's 6 tier 3 alphas, 6 tier 6 basic, and 3 tier 6 mystic. Well, a 7-star to rank 2 is not only going to have these requirements, but you're probably going to add an additional expectation. Maybe it's going to be 8 out of 6 of the current stash of tier 6 basic. Maybe it's going to be 5 out of 3 in this case of the tier 6 class callus. Why do I say that? Because when we look back at the history of this game, when 6 stars came into the game, you could either take a 5-star from rank 4 to rank 5, and at this point these things were like impossible to get. Even rarer than tier 6 basic are right now. Let's say we're going to take Guillotine 2099 to rank 5. Okay? Well, good goal. It's going to take you to tier 5 basic. That was insane. That was like a couple $1,000s worth of resources at one point. Well, when 6 stars came out, just to take a 6-star from rank 1 to rank 2, they said, all right, we'll take the rank 5 expectation and we'll make it even bigger. And we will make you have to take a 6-star to rank 2 with not 2 tier 5 basic, but 3. Now that doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but at the time, it was huge. In fact, one of the most watched videos I had years ago was a common question I got. Prof, should I take 2 5-stars to rank 5 or 1 6-star to rank 2? And I thought overwhelmingly, especially because, and you can argue it's still kind of the case, it was much easier to get 5 stars awakened and 6 stones into them, that it was the no-brainer to take 2 5-stars to rank 5, especially because there were champions like, Quake and Magic that still don't have 6-star versions that you could take to rank 5 and have so much utility out of them. Well, needless to say, I'll have a video on my channel at some point, maybe by the end of this year, that asked, is it better to take one 7-star to rank 2 or two 6-stars to at least rank 4, if not rank 5? And I will still argue, because I don't know if we're ever going to see a 7-star Hercules. I don't know if we're ever going to see a 7-star Kitty Pryde or a 7-star even Ghost. I certainly don't know if we're going to see a 7-star Cosmic Ghost Rider, Galactus, Hulkling, etc. out of the top of that incredible Cosmic class. So the hype's going to be big, and I'm sure one of the biggest viewed videos of my channel will be when I open my first 7-star, even if I just open one and then save the rest of the shards for something better in terms of a pool, maybe a featured 7-star crystal, I don't know. But needless to say, we're kind of in this anticipatory mode as a community where we know that 7-stars are coming, and we're just kind of waiting for that ball to drop. But even when it does, the demise of 6-stars and even 5-stars will be highly exaggerated, and that is still going to be the case whenever we hopefully get the details of Ascension, which I feel like is a classic Hallmark Christian movie title. But needless to say, it is something else in this game entirely, even though we can just kind of guesstimate what it is at this point. So, yes, we're in a state of patience, but we're also in a state of recognition that 6-stars are here to stay, and the best 6-stars won't be 7-stars anytime soon, if ever, because we've seen that lesson from Quake and Magic and Wolverine. So it's best to know that history is going to repeat itself, and we're not going to forget what Kabam likes to do when they introduce a new rarity of Champion.